Guys, what's going on? So today I'm going to show you how you can win 90% of your trades using these 0 DTE SPX income spreads. But before we get into all of that, if you don't know who I am, my name is Russell Barber. I've been testing hundreds of alert services and indicators for years. If you'd like to see my top 10 alert services for 2025, check out the video that's linked in the description below. And let's get started. So one thing I would like to mention before we get into an analysis of the trade from yesterday, the market's closed today, so I thought today would be a good time to kind of post this video about yesterday's trade, but also about Tim Bowen's money bar indicator review that I just did. So this is a new system. It's only $49 for lifetime, which is phenomenal. You get an indicator system, which is really quite interesting. And so I'd really encourage you to check out the review that I've done on this, and also check out the actual webinar, which is in this link right here. If you click here, it should open up the webinar. The webinar is not too long. It's I don't know, maybe 5 minutes. It takes about 5 minutes or so, and then you get the offer for $49 for life, which is amazing. And the money bar indicator I've checked out a few times. I'll leave a link in the description below so you can go and check out all the stuff that you need with the money bar and the alerts that you get every Monday with the money bar subscription as well. So definitely check all that out. Okay, let's get started on the main topic of today's video, which is 0 DTE SPX income spreads. And we had a good example of one of these trades yesterday, so I'm going to go through that in just a minute. First, I want to introduce you to the system and the landing page, which will be linked in the description below. This is primarily run by Phil, and then also Lance from thetatraders.com. Phil's win rate for last year was 91%, and it's currently about that as well this year. And he grew his account 92% in 2024, and it's already up about 30-something percent the last time I checked. If you want to see his results, you can just email me. I'll put my email in the description below, stockalertsreviewed@protonmail.com. Or you can just come and send me an email, and I'll send you a spreadsheet of the results for 2024 and 2025. And he's been doing amazingly well, despite the fact that the market's been tanking this year. And you'll see in the trade that I'm just about to show you. So basically what you get is you get two consistent and predictable SPX trades daily. 10 a.m. is when Lance sends his out, and then 10:40 Eastern Time is when Phil does his. Phil's completely destroyed the S&P, the SPY, and the QQQs last year. You can see the difference is phenomenal. So you're far better off investing in Phil's 0 DTE SPX stuff than just hold, buy and hold type of stuff. So you can learn everything you need in this description and the prices. And yeah, I think you'll find this a system that is really reliable, but it does take a little bit of getting used to. And let me show you why. So this was yesterday's trade. Let me just log into Discord. I realized I'm not even in Discord. So let me log into the 0 DTE SPX income spreads Discord, and I'll show you right here. So this is the Discord that you get access to if you buy it. So basically there's two main channels, these two, Phil 0 DTE and Lancy 0 DTE. Here is Phil 0 DTE for yesterday. You can see the timestamp on it right there. And Phil's extensive testing, and this guy's extensively tested everything to do with SPX stuff. So he's been doing this for 5 years. He's been profitable for the last 2 full years based on his new criteria that's proprietary, and he's come up with. It's really worked really well for him and now for a lot of members as well. So I'll show you their results from this as well as the chart and what happened with this trade. So he basically put out an alert at 9:41, which is 10:41 because I'm in Central Time, so this would be 10:41 Eastern Time. And he said it was basically a call credit spread alert, which is really simple. If you don't know what it is, all you do is you buy a call at one strike and you sell a call to open at another strike. You need a margin account. You can do this with $10,000. It's not hard. It's very easy to do. So this was the alert. So what I've done is I've marked up TradingView to show you where these strike prices actually are. So the green on here is the strike price for SPX. So you see this at SPX. This is a 1-minute chart. SPX is the green bar, the green line, for the bought call, and the red is the sold call. So five width. So this is the start of the market open right here. So this was Thursday. So market open here. The alert didn't come out until 9:40 my time, which is around here. Now, this only went in, so people got in very quickly, so you have plenty of time to get in for more premium if you want. And this went all the way up, and it started to challenge these strike levels, which, if you're used to credit spreads, is kind of scary, right? Like, but with extensive testing over years, like what Phil's found is that this is okay. So his algorithm, which is totally proprietary, and the way he picks these means that it's okay if it tests the strike prices. You have to have the discipline, and for some people that's great. And I'll show you the people that that were able to stick to the plan. Plan was basically hold this until we were down to a zero point 0.5 premium, so in decent profit on this. There's a couple steps along the way. It doesn't take much management, but you do have to be able to place a couple of bracket orders, basically, or orders to execute. If a scenario like this occurs, this is like one of the worst case scenarios that we go up to here and start challenging the strikes. Because remember, with a call credit spread, if you close above these two lines, you have a max loss. That's defined by the spread, so it's not huge, but it's not the best. If you close below the strikes, then you get your max win. So basically, you can see we closed below and had a full winner on this particular trade. But there was some uncertainty when we start challenge the spread strikes around about here, probably some here. And so it was interesting to watch in the Discord because some people kind of got freaked out because they're not used to the system yet, and some people were absolutely fine and got really good results from this. So let's look at the Discord. So we'll zoom out here. So if I go to, let's see, general chat here. Let's go up here. This is where we talk in the Discord. You can see people's discipline on the strategy was tested because it got close to those strikes. But if we keep going up here, like I said here, I remember when I first talked to Phil about starting the service, and he's like, I don't do stop losses. So that's what happened in this case. There was no stop loss. And you have to be prepared to take a really high win rate, but also take the odd big loss, but it works out all the better. It ends up you make almost 100% on your account in the year, despite the fact that he doesn't have stop losses on these spreads, which are defined risks by nature, right? So he had tested this so much that this is the only way to make zero DTE SPX trading profitable in Phil's experience. Lance has also made it profitable. He made 50% on his alerts in his channel last year, but Phil doubled that with his using this particular system. So people are saying you were right, Phil, to just stay calm. So people were excited. Close the trades. Post your profits is where people are posting. Not everybody posts their profits, but some people do, which is always nice. So let's look at yesterday's. And remember, yesterday's was a difficult trade. So here we go. Danger says for yesterday, made money on both Lance's and Phil's trade. Lance was 0.3 to 0.15. Remember, that's a premium difference. It's different if you're not used to this. This means that you're a winner. So if you're just an options buyer, don't be confused by these numbers that look like they go down. That's what you want to happen. Thanks, investing teacher and Phil Trader. So that's definitely good. So it's great. So Fred made 165 days. Money. This guy filled. We have this joke going to fill because when you fill with FIL and fill with Phil is in the guy's name. Fill a day plus 100 blah 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 blah. No, I'm only doing one single contract. All right, we give it a boom. So Robert 195 for the day. Same here, Robert. So let's give. And so Dangerous is talking about the trifecta on Thursday, so that was yesterday. IWM alerts he got, which is good. You probably see in my channel I talk about IWM alerts a fair bit. Lance, he also got a good a win on, and Phil, he got the full win on as well. And so I'm glad that he's saying, thanks, Russell. This is the best Discord. That's good. So he's in various Discords. IWLM IWM alerts can be as good. It's just different. It's a scalping Discord rather than this one, which is more like chilled out. But I really highly recommend this Discord. It is really phenomenal. People are really making money with this system, and I think it's something that you guys should definitely consider. So I'll make sure to leave the sign up sheet right here. Your best your best possible bet is to go for the quarter. You could try it for a month, but look at the quarter price compared to the monthly price. You probably want to commit to this and commit to following the rules and the guides, which are also supplied inside the Discords. So Lance's strategy guide and Phil's strategy guide are included in the Discords at those prices, so you can learn how to do this. If you want to go for the best possible deal ever, annual for $1,000. We used to do lifetime, but we've shut that off now. We're doing annual for $1,000, so it's a pretty good deal. All right, hopefully that's helpful. Hopefully it gives you an insight into these. I'll put all the links in the description below, and I'll talk to you guys soon.